we can finally say 5G just got real.
This is a game changer.
We're unstoppable. We're unstoppable. We're unstoppable. They can say what they want now. 'Cause we'll be screaming out. We can be heroes everywhere we go. We can have all that we ever want. Swinging like Ali, knocking out bodies, standing on top like a champion. Keep your silver, give me that gold. You remember when I say we can be heroes everywhere we go. Keeping us down is impossible. We're unstoppable. We're unstoppable. We're unstoppable. We're unstoppable. We're unstoppable. We're unstoppable. We're unstoppable.
Wow. Okay. We are unstoppable. What a way to start off a Thursday, right? Thank you for joining us today on Up to Speed Live. I'm Diana Alvear. And speaking of unstoppable, we have a very special guest with us today, Diego Scotti. So good to have you. How are you, my friend?
Hey, Diana, un placer encontrarte. I don't know if people know that Diana is Chilean. I'm from Argentina. So, like the neighbors right there. So, of course, there's a lot of affinity there. So it's great to be here. And yes, we are unstoppable. I think we should say, I want to hear it. I want to hear it from everybody.
We are unstoppable. And Diego, your phone is going to blow up with texts from me when we're playing soccer against each other. You know that's coming, paisano. Well, let's talk a little bit about what we just saw, because clearly all of that happened this year during a year that was so unprecedented, 2020, really just so much happening. And hard to believe, Diego, we are less than 50 days out from 2021, and we are nowhere near stopping. So tell us a little bit about what you're looking forward to doing and where we are right now.
Well, a couple of things. First of all, I wanna take this opportunity to thank all of the marketers in the company for an amazing year. Everything that happened this year was due to their amazing work and creativity. So I'm very excited about what we've done so far and looking into next year. But I tell you, that video that we just watched is, to me, Verizon at its best, basically. We're saying we are a force for growth and a force for good. If you think about it, we started the year when the world asked Verizon to step up, given the COVID crisis, and we did just that, supporting our employees, our customers, and our communities in general. And we continue with the launch of Citizen Verizon and everything that we're doing with our responsible business plan. And then a force for growth, because, and I think this is an amazing year to say this, with the early lead that we took on 5G, and then the launch of 5G nationwide just a few weeks ago, in the partnership with Apple, as well as everything that is going throughout the business to support our business goals. So when I think about our purpose, when I think about our drive for trust and innovation, and when I think about what defines us, being a force for growth and a force for good, is this thing that is, in a way, a virtuous cycle that we're trying to create, in which the more that we do to drive our business, the biggest the responsibility to be a very responsible player in society. And the more we do that, the more our business grows. So it's good to see these two things as kind of like influencing each other, I would say.
Absolutely. And 5G just got real. What a brand differentiator. I mean, it just put us on another planet at that point. So, like I mentioned earlier, I mean, I can't believe it, but the holidays are upon us. And this is always a big push for us all. Every V-teamer has a role to play. So tell us, how are we showing up this year?
Well, first of all, as I was going to say, I think there are like 45 days between now and the end of the year. That's not a lot of time. So it will take all of us, every single employee of the company, driving us to have an amazing end of the year to finish really, really strong. But the holiday is special time. And before I tell you some of the things that we will be doing, I want to show you our new, pre-Thanksgiving spot that is breaking in the next couple of days. So why don't we take a look?
Black Friday's here early, so get the 5G America's been waiting for.
Verizon 5G is next level.
Unlimited plans fit everyone in your family starting at just $35, with 5G included at no extra cost. Plus, you'll get the entertainment and gaming the whole family will love.
100% obsessed with The Mandalorian.
I watch a lot of sports.
It has all my favorite shows.
Switch now and get $13.50 off our best 5G phones.
It's like a gift on top of another gift. Gifts keep coming at you.
Everywhere.
This is 5G from America's most reliable network.
That was so great. So exciting. Definitely putting us in the holiday mood. So what are we looking forward to for the holiday promos and things that you're excited about?
Well, listen, I like to think about this like the lady on the spot was saying, is a gift on top of a gift on top of a gift. That's Verizon in a nutshell. I tell you, I'm very excited because the team has done a tremendous job putting together a set of offers, devices, and really a lot of value for our customers when you think about it. And in the case of consumer, for example, we are saying that 5G is included as part of the value. So that's a tremendous message in this moment in which 5G devices are coming into the marketplace. The alternatives and options that we're offering in terms of entertainment, not only with Disney Plus, but also more and more on the gaming space, which is something that we know our customers really want in terms of content and options. So all in all, I think you're going to see a very strong push as well on not only the value propositions, but the offers that we're going to put in the marketplace for Black Friday and beyond. So I'm very, very excited, and I think everybody will be too.
Yeah, and Diego, when I'm doing these Q4 appearances, our audiences are very excited about what we're offering, especially those families where we have things like Disney Plus. So really great strategic decisions there. And speaking of Thanksgiving, you said it, Thanksgiving always really important to us. So what have we got lined up specifically for that?
Well, you said it. Thanksgiving is very special because we always want to reach out to our customers in a very compelling way and relevant for the time. So this year is going to be the 5th year that we participate on the Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade. Obviously, this year is going to be a little bit of a different type of parade because we're not going to have the big crowds. But we thought that it was important to, as the parade is still going on, we're going to bring the specialness of the parade in a virtual way for our customers and our audiences using 5G, so we can have virtual reality, 360 views, and really a very exciting way of accessing the parade in ways that probably you've never seen it before if you weren't there in the past. So that's very, 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 very exciting.
I'm so excited about that and grateful for that because, safety is so important, and that just shows that we really care about our community and we're giving them that accessibility to watch the parade together. But, there's so much shopping that goes on that's associated with Thanksgiving, and we're trying to stay away from having these big crowds, right? Well, we've seen some other brands that are saying, to heck with Black Friday, we're going to do our deals early, some even as early as last month. So what are we doing differently for our customers this Thanksgiving?
Well, first of all, I would say, as we discussed many, many times, there's nothing more important to us than the safety of our employees, of all of you, as well as our customers. So this year, there's definitely, as you heard before, a reinvigorated focus on shopping online. So our customers are going to be able to access all of these offers easier than ever on our websites, as well as my Verizon app and our apps. So it's going to be very easy to get access to that. And then you can either get it at home in the safety of your home, or do it curbside pickup in the store. So there's an easy way and a very protective way to do it. And we're constantly looking to serve our customers in a way that it protects their safety, and again, it protects the safety of our employees as well. And I tell you, one thing that I'm very excited this year is that when you talk about shopping, I love to talk about the Verizon Visa credit card, and I hope this is not a shameless plug, but I'm so excited because I don't know if people know the amazing value that the Verizon credit card has, and I think it's terrific. I'm going to read it because I don't want to get it wrong. But
Yeah, we have a slide for it too.
Oh, you have a slide. There you go.
Yeah.
You can earn $100 off your Verizon bill, $100 of your Verizon bill, and then Verizon dollars that you can use on anything you want, but includes 4% cashback on gas and groceries, 3% cashback on dining, including delivery, so it works when you want to do it from the safety of your home, and 2% on Verizon purchases to be used on things like devices, accessories, or lower the cost of your bill. I love the credit card because this idea of the earning this Verizon dollars that then you can use in everything Verizon, I think is genius. I love it, and I think there's no better time to get the credit card than the holidays. So I would say hurry up. You can go and apply online. I'm sure the information is going to be on the screen. So let's go and get it. I'll have it, and I love it.
I know. It's funny you say shameless, and I'm like, I know, I have it too. And we put all of our gas and all these kinds of things, and it really is one of those where you get the benefits and the points. I mean, I'm a points person, and it shows up, it delivers.
And this metal card that, I don't know, every time that you use it somewhere, people say, "Oh, what is this card?" And it's Verizon. They're very surprised by it. So you should get it. Get it.
Exactly. Okay, but I don't know if your eye has been looking beyond me at this beautiful bag behind me. I mean, really, who needs a Christmas tree? All you need is a bag sitting on the mantle, right? But it's not just beautiful, Diego. It's not just beautiful. Tell us why this bag is so special.
Well, I'll tell you, it's people would say, like, how can Diego get so excited about a bag? I tell you why I'm excited. Because of this. This is the first and most sustainable shopping bag we ever had. It's 100% recyclable, and what that means is it's made all of 90% of the materials that we use for this are coming out of waste materials that are completely recyclable. So it's, as I said, the most sustainable bag that we ever had, and also it's up there, and in some cases surpassing the standards that you see on bags on the marketplace, even above, like, for example, what brands like Apple does. That for our company, this is a tremendous achievement. I really want to thank the whole team that worked on this, but also because it makes it another point, which is marketing is also about driving the objectives that we have in the company, not only on the business side, but in this case, when we talk about being responsible business. And it continues to make the point that our responsible business plan is not just what we do on our philanthropy efforts or what we do in the way, we manage, some of our resources, but it's everything that we do across the company needs to have this filter. So I get excited about the bag because it's another example of how do we do responsible business at Verizon, but also a great example and a leadership example for Verizon in the marketplace that marketing needs to get more sustainable. Sometimes marketing uses a lot of paper, a lot of materials that are not really sustainable. And listen, we are on track to get better and better and better. It's something that you can't do just overnight, but getting better and better and better, raising your batting average. That's what we want to do in this space. And listen, when you think about our plan, we want to become carbon neutral by 2035. That is a big North Star goal that we have. And there's a lot of work that is happening across the company, across a lot of teams, not just in marketing, that are driving this tremendous objective. And we need to continue, and we will get there.
Your team shared a statistic that blew me away. So I'm just going to read it because I think it's very important for everybody watching. We joined the World Economic Forum's Trillion Trees platform, and this is doubling our tree planting commitment from 10 million to 20 million by 2030. So, I mean, it's not like we are living the Citizen Verizon commitment. We are looking for all of these different ways that we can make a difference. And I think at a time like right now, Diego, it's really reassuring to see visible, tangible ways that Verizon is doubling down on this commitment to the environment and to the world at large. And then I know that we've talked a little bit, I know you get so excited about talking about digital inclusion and the commitment to education. Can you tell us a little bit about that?
Well, yeah, and I tell you, before I get to that, I just want to emphasize the point about the importance of collaboration. You talked about the World Economic Forum initiative. I talked about I mean, if we don't collaborate with external organizations and creating coalitions that in a lot of cases are about the private sector coming together and in some cases collaborating with the public sector, and then collaboration internally in the company across areas, we can't get any of this real impact happen. So I want to make sure that is something that is a good takeaway from this conversation. And on digital inclusion, I mean, and I hope people know, because we've talked a lot about this around the Verizon Innovative Learning Program. Digital inclusion is one of our 3 pillars in conjunction with human prosperity and climate protection for the responsible business plan that we have. And the Verizon Learning Program is a program that not only continues to stretch in terms of scale, reaching more and more students and schools in the country, that especially during this moment in which students need to study from home and remotely has a tremendous impact. But it also continues to grow and adapt in terms of the times that we're currently living as it relates to the resources that we provide to teachers. So I'm very excited about the work that Rose and her team have done on this area. We just announced yesterday a program that we're calling, again, and I want to get it right, the teacher training pathways. Sorry, I'm gonna get it right. That is providing resources to teachers to really navigate how to teach on this world of remote education, and it's gonna reach more than 3 million teachers, impact 3 million teachers across the country. So when we talk about the impact, the scale that Verizon brings to these efforts is significant, and it really matters. So very, very excited about this new initiative.
And I think it's again worthwhile pointing out that it really does need to be, marketing and branding working hand in hand with CSR, because CSR is part of our brand, and the work that Rose is doing, the fact that Verizon Innovative Learning won the 2020 U.S. Chamber of Commerce Foundation Citizen Award for Best Commitment to Education. I mean, that is a huge deal. And it's like looking into the future when we talk about what that team is doing, because look at how they delivered now at a time of extreme need. They are closing that digital divide. And I'm so grateful that it's part of our brand. And I don't want to forget, you did want to mention, again, that Apple event that we're having today at 1 p.m.
Well, yeah, before I do that, I want to really congratulate Rose and the whole team because Verizon Innovative Learning is a leading program that others in the industry and in society are looking at us to say, how you guys are doing this? Because it seems to be working. And I tell you what is so special is that it doesn't only just give connectivity or hardware or a way of teaching with a curriculum. It gives a solution for all 3 in a holistic solution. That's why it's so special, and it continues to win awards, which is just a demonstration of the amazing work that we're doing. So that's thank you, Rose and the team. And your point about exciting event happening right now in a few minutes at 1 o'clock. We are partnering with Apple. So Verizon Business and Apple are doing today a joint keynote to talk about how the future of enterprise will be transformed through 5G. We're going to have Tommy on our side, and then Susan Prescott, the VP of Business at Apple, talking about use cases that really show how 5G will change the world of enterprise. Some great announcements that I think are going to make some really good noise in the marketplace. And listen, it continues to show our leadership in the marketplace. So I think it's really, really exciting to see. And if you don't watch it at 1, please watch it later. It's tremendous.
Absolutely. And, I want to mention for our viewers as well, I mean, we talk about volunteering all the time, and we actually do have a goal of reaching 2.5 million volunteer hours by 2025. We ended the month of October having engaged more than 62,000 Verizon employees. We've recorded over 418,000 volunteer hours, working with over 300 of our nonprofit partners. So these numbers are amazing. And especially at a time like right now when people, really, I mean, it's all about kindness. It's all about helping others. Diego, for you personally, I know how committed you are to making a difference. I mean, you care about mentoring, you care about volunteering. Can you share a little bit with us about your own personal commitment?
Totally. And listen, before I do that, I really want to thank everybody, because every single group, every single person in the company is doing their piece, big or small. You can contribute in ways that you can maybe not even imagine. There are 300 organizations that through our digital and virtual program, you can volunteer. So either with Verizon or not with Verizon, just help. Everything helps. And personally, I, as you know, I'm very committed to the importance of diversity and the importance of also helping our society in big ways. So there are two things that are spending a lot of my time. One is the Ad Fellows program that, as you know, is helping bring new diverse talent into the marketing and advertising industry. And this is not only on Verizon, but now really with a terrific set of partners externally. So it's really fulfilling to see how when we invest the time and the resources to help these individuals succeed, you can do it. And then I don't know if I ever told you, but I'm part of the Ad Council. I'm vice chairman of the Ad Council. The Ad Council is the organization in the country that really creates what you sometimes know as public service campaigns on big issues. So we're working right now on big issues like, for example, how do we help people understand when the vaccine for COVID becomes available? How do we help people become more aware about how to get it? Maybe demystify some of the fears that people might have about the vaccine. So we're working in pretty substantial issues that, as a marketer, as a brand person, you love to when your skill sets and what you're good at and what you can do for others really gets put to best use.
Oh, I love hearing that. Thank you so much, Diego. Okay, so you're this in-demand guy, obviously, and we made a call for questions to our V-teamers, and they delivered. So I want to go ahead and go to that very first question that comes to us from a solutions specialist. Let's hear that.
Hi, my name is Curtis Wellendorf. I work out of our store here in Glendale, Arizona, and my question for Diego is this. Our Call for Kindness campaign just started. Can you tell us a little bit about why we're doing it?
So great. I'm very excited about a Call for Kindness, and we've been hearing such great things. But Diego, I'm going to let you tell us a little bit about it.
Yes, and thank you, Curtis, for the question. I love the T-shirt that he's wearing. The purpose of Verizon in his chest. I tell you, I'm very excited about a Call for Kindness. It started from a very simple idea, which is this has been a very tough year for a lot of people and for our communities. We have 16,000 frontline team members of Verizon that are out there helping customers, and this is a way of really shining a light on those amazing stories that are behind the mask and that celebrate and recognize the amazing work that our frontline employees are doing. So people like you, Curtis, deserve our respect and our gratitude because you guys are there making it happen for our business and for our customers. So both gratitude and kindness and gratitude.
And boy, our team has been working so hard. We have now partnered with Capital One. So, the ball is rolling to get this going. And we've also been joined in this campaign by the creators of The Antidote. This is a feature documentary that is streaming on Amazon Prime. And guess what, V-teamers? All of us are going to get access to this documentary. And it's well worth the time. It's going to fill your heart. Let's get to the next question.
But Diana, can I say that? Because sometimes I think we forget the amazing power that we have as working in a company like Verizon to really make things happen that transcend Verizon. And sometimes we start with a little idea that it becomes bigger and bigger and bigger, going back to the power of collaboration. But I want everybody to remember that, because everything starts with an idea, and it could be as big as we want. We are Verizon, and I don't want to end where we started, but we are unstoppable, so we can do this, you know?
Absolutely. And when it's something like kindness, I think it's something that everybody can join in on. Kindness is unstoppable. Okay, let's move on to the last question we have from Alexis.
Hi, my name is Alexis, and I'm currently a solutions specialist at East Jacksonville. My question for Diego is this. With the conditions of the pandemic changing by the day, how do we plan on keeping the retail experience consistent for our customers?
Yeah, that's a great question. And, you know, I heard you answer this at the leadership forum, so I'd love to hear you say it again, Diego.
Thank you, Alexis, because I agree. I think it's a great question. And first of all, the team has done a tremendous job across, marketing, customer experience, and obviously, Krista's team across the board on making sure that, first of all, the experience is safe for our employees, first and foremost. Second, for our customers in the context of an omni-channel experience. And I tell you, even with all of the challenges that the pandemic has brought, also has accelerated a lot of innovation and a lot of new ways of thinking about the experience. Obviously, starting with a completely touchless experience, things like curbside pickup, so our customers and employees feel protected, but also a lot of things that maybe they're under the hood in terms of how do we simplify some of our processes. That listen, I'm very excited because some of the maybe old paradigms that we were still carrying, or some of the new ideas that the teams are bringing to life, are now being accelerated and implemented, so we can have an experience that is digital first, but then it relates to however our customers want to interact with Verizon. That is the best experience. So there's no other way than to do that right, than to have a very consistent experience, and we are committed to deliver that. And again, Krista's team, the experience team, they're working on that day in and day out. So more to do, but we are on our way.
Curtis and Alexis, thank you so much for those questions. We could only pick two. And Diego, thank you so much. And okay, I'm going to get a little personal here. Thanksgiving. What are you doing for Thanksgiving?
Well, listen, I think my family, like a lot of families this year, are going to have a different type of Thanksgiving. Because obviously the conditions that we're living under. In my case, my wife and my two kids. I have two kids that are young, 15 and 13. So we're going to spend it together, and it's going to be a smaller Thanksgiving this year, but one that is going to be definitely full of love and a lot of great moments. And listen, for all of you out there that, like me, maybe they're not going to be able to see their relatives, their parents, your siblings, your friends, etc. I'm sure we will find other ways to be as close as ever, and to work together to make sure that maybe future Thanksgivings, the sense of normalcy comes back. But until then, just spread the love.
Sí, con la familia, Malbec, empanadas, y ya, está listo.
Exacto.
A little bit of Argentinian delicacies for you at home.
Exacto.
Diego, gracias, amigo. Gracias for coming on and talking to us. It's always a pleasure to speak with you.
Muchas gracias, y un especial saludo para toda la comunidad hispana. Un abrazo grande y que tengan un feliz Thanksgiving. Happy Thanksgiving, everyone. Thank you.
And thank you, everybody, for watching, our V-Teamers. Listen, please stay safe, all of you. You matter so much to us. You are so appreciated. We give our thanks for you, because without you, we wouldn't be able to make any of this possible. So stay safe. Happy Thanksgiving. And by the way, a big hug and shout out to Andy for sharing his story yesterday. I think we were all in tears, witnessing his bravery. And the good news is that you'll be back with Andy tomorrow. So all of you out there, stay safe. Big hugs to all of you. I'm Diana Alvear. And until next time, you're up to speed. Ciao.